It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And we are underway in Buffalo. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carry now for David Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And some room to run now. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 74 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Now 3rd and less than a yard.
Come on, guys, what are you doing?
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flushed out right. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 27, Foles. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First down, Chicago.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7-0.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. They find some open field here. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And I think the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as the Bears push further out in front. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Khalil Mack in on the tackle.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
And 7 at the 37-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. On 2nd and 7, Allen toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
To the air, Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Well, he's been doing this for a It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
Rodgers now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Foles. He's got a first down inside the midfield. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From just shy of midfield, Foles. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Corey Kmet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
Down back at the 32.
Now on 2nd and 13. Foles. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
A 7-yard pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
Rodgers again now. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Geno Johnson. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
15-yard line.
Patterson on the carry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Foles. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On first down, Henderson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter. 7-0 ball game.
2nd and 3.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Pulls on the handoff. Here's Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Rodgers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Eddie Goldman able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Kickoff for Green Bay.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 one touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Foles. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
They try again with Cohen, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he coughed it up. And this is going to be Packer football. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
A 5-yard gain brings up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle made by Kevin King. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Again, it's Cohen.
At the 16-yard line.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And this will be a Bears first down as he'll get this up to the 25.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now Foles. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This is Cohen. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 28. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And able to find Graham, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
At the Packers' 3-yard line.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
It's second down.
Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Kickoff for Chicago.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. He's going to try and do this himself. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Muscles him off. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
19-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A 35-yard attempt.
Becker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Oh, what a move. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Foles and the Bears now with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 3, Bears nothing.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cohen. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Foles with a throw caught by the tight end, Kmet. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Foles. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Lets this one rip toward Graham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
them the option to start the drive.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try the option on 1st and goal.
This is caught. Watkins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
2nd and goal at the Bears' 4-yard line.
He'll try and run. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score. Chiefs 10. Bears nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want...
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles.
And that's incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there. 3rd down here.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
37 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Given 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 51 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Next the score, Chiefs 17, Bears 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. First down, a run with Cohen. Linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Foles. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for the Bears on third. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears.
Touchdown.
Jimmy Graham there to make the grab. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6.
The kickoff for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start with the option.
Buying time to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Mahomes going to try and run. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 82 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Skrine.
Mahomes pass. Intercepted by the
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taking it about the 1.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's the option. A quick throw complete into the flat out left.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And Robinson with a big catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mahomes pass caught by Watkins. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Mahomes to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Right, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
I don't care what you mean. They can't get none of this.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes caught. Kelsey left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on first and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tashaun Gibson.
I think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for two there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
O'Donnell, the kickoff for Chicago.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 7.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Falcons first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. On third down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. No, the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4, he doubled that. He wound up getting 8. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Hey, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
12 at the 26-yard line.
On second and 12, Foles. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
At the 35-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Foles on the handoff. Here's Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leroy Reynolds. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Foles, and he's going to go down again. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's Foles. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Now Ryan on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
37-yard line. And 8-yard pickup.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. On first and goal, Gurley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 8-yard line.
Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
I don't care what you mean.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Let's get the block.
Sterling Crawford carried the kickoff for the Falcons.
After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Now Foles.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Foles. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, Foles. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Atlanta.
Gurley again here on first down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 4th down. Here's Ryan. Gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Well, it took a while to get something, anything, on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? In the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see they're
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's back to throw. Man open is Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was actually something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his. Absolute devastating effect.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Falcons grab it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.
hear me? Whoa. Man, that was some bullshit. Whoa. Man, that was some bullshit. Motherfucking people always fumbling and shit. Man, that was some bullshit. Motherfucking people always fumbling and shit. Man, that was some bullshit. Motherfucking people always fumbling and shit. Man, that was some bullshit. Motherfucking people always fumbling and shit.